Welcome back. So hey, we're talking about sort of the evolution of women now.
Yeah.
And we talked about a macroscopic view, looking in on your philosophy, vision, and I think that one thing we really want to cover, it's important, is you said you're watching Oprah and you thought, hey, you know, what is out there that represents us? So you don't just wake up one morning and decide to have a TV show and then actually have a TV show. Talk about it.
When you're creating a TV show, you're up against these phenomenal shows that you see on big channels, right? Big networks.
Yep.
Then how are you going to compete with them? We said, okay, let's start small. Let's try a community channel first and see how do we feel about it. So we recorded our show in a community network and we loved it. You know, we were not perfect, but we just loved it. Then we said, okay, how do we get out of community and become on air, right? We approached a few networks. We realized there's cost involved. We went out to a few friends, and I'm forever indebted to a very close friend. Anil Gulati is one of them.
Oh, yeah.
He said, Anna, you want to do a show? I'll fund you. And I'm always indebted to him. And there were a few other people who came together, said, don't worry about the money, just do what you have to do. And of course, you know, we self-funded it a lot. Then we said, okay, let's find out ways to sort of improve the show, get into a better production. KTSF, when they accepted our show, was our happiest day. When KTSF wrote back saying that, yeah, we love your show, that was actually our happiest moment. So from that moment onwards, what happened was the people that came to the show, the people that watched the show, again ties back to the purpose that I originally had to create a platform wherein we bring all these people together and make them feel good about themselves. All those people kept inspiring and motivating, you know, funding, funneling. And that kind of from KTSF went to being a national show. We were first on TV Asia.
That's right.
That was another happy moment for us. Then we were on Star TV.
That's right.
Another happy moment for us.
My family saw us in Delhi. My
Yes.
mother-in-law called me and goes,
Yeah.
Rita, were you on TV?
Yeah,
And I was like,
exactly.
yes, I was.
Yes.
It was
And,
everywhere.
I mean, that is a big part of the show, that you actually suddenly sit across people who you thought you would never be able to meet, right? And coming together of all of that actually helped us a lot. And I feel like I'm humbled today to see how many people have, you know, blessed us, loved us, and been a part of the journey.
I think that that's one part of the equation for me. I think the part that I always, and maybe I underestimated it until I realized the power of it too, was when you decided to include other things, other verticals. You're like, okay, we're gonna do, you know, this festival, and then we're gonna do this other festival, and then we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do that. And it was like, all of a sudden it became a community. Did you even know in the beginning that when your show blossomed and it, you know, had national value, even though it was a regional show, did you have it in the back of your mind that you were also gonna start thinking about doing events as well? What was that like? Where did that happen?
It felt very incomplete to be sitting in a studio and talking to an audience, let's face it. It was as simple as that, okay? We would be sitting, talking about issues that encompass our lives as women, as immigrants, and all of that. But it still felt very incomplete for us, that we are not really meeting people. So how do you really get in front of people and understand what they think about the show? How do you know how people are accepting the show? So we thought of putting events together to meet them, right? I mean, right over here sitting, there are cameras here recording us. It comes on air, I'm watching the show on TV. That doesn't complete the cycle, okay? It's a one-way journey, right? How do you make it two-way?
Okay.
We are sitting talking, then you get the perspective of the viewers. Reflect your ideas through them, right? So then you've actually completed the cycle of doing something and even understanding what people feel about it, right? That actually led us to do small events, and from that became big events. And obviously, then we were actually servicing big corporates that could come together and become a part of these events, and even have a whole diversity angle to bringing all this culture, heritage, piece of India, and that bridge is the most important thing. I mean, the idea of the show is the bridge. I mean, if you see, our logo is a bridge. So how do you complete the cycle of that connection?
Yeah.
You have to be in front of people in person to be able to do that.